Hey my friends, Maggie here. We are going to be doing something a little different today. It's kind of maybe a little less of a recipe as just, I don't know, a throw it together. I don't know what to call it. But I just wanted to show you something or talk to you a little bit about using what's in your fridge, using your leftovers, and or what's in your freezer. I throw nothing away, as you've probably understood from the different videos. If you've watched any others, I don't believe in throwing anything away. Keep it, use it, it'll be amazing for something at some point. So that's what we are going to do today. I had a little bit of this and a little bit of that in the fridge, and I started looking, and it's like, okay, we've eaten this once, maybe twice. Got a little bit of leftovers. It's not really a lot, but I bet you I could do something pretty fun with it. So we're gonna make an enchilada bake. Nothing could be simpler. Everybody loves some Mexican food. So I'm just taking some things that I had in my fridge and one thing from my freezer, and we're going to put together this bake. It'll be really easy, my favorite thing. And I do fix things that aren't easy, just so you all know. We'll get to those at some other point. But for now, we're talking easy. So I'm gonna turn the camera down and just show you some of what I've got. I've got my gloves on because I'm gonna be doing this all with my hands. And it's really gonna be tasty. When it comes out of the oven, I'm gonna have I'll probably throw a little lettuce on it, just kind of make it salad-ish, because that's the way I like it. I've got some microgreens, I've got some fresh avocado, put all that on it. It's gonna be good. So let me turn you down and see what all I got here. Okay, these are some of the organic tortillas. You can you see that? That I did in the chicken and dumplings video. You can use these. You can use corn tortillas. You can use gluten-free tortillas. I mean, whatever floats your boat. This is all about putting together what you have on hand to make a quick meal. This is El Cabo Verde salsa. OMG, it is the best. If you've not had it, come grab some at the restaurant. If you've never been over to El Cabo Verde restaurant in Shreveport, you're missing out on some of the most amazing Mexican food you'll ever put in your mouth. So this is something I like to do. I kind of soak my tortillas. Maybe a little weird. I may be freaking out some real true Mexican chefs, but I'm just gonna go ahead and finish them off. I just like to do it that way. I like my tortillas to have the salsa flavor. So I'll do this, and like if I'm using corn tortillas and they're frozen, I'll start them just like this, thaws them out, works great. So let those sit for a minute. Oh, I should have showed you everything I had before I got my fingers all gooby. This is a little bit of braised beef roast that I had in the freezer, got out, we had a meal on it, and I've got like, I don't know, 2 servings maybe. I'm gonna layer it in there. This is some pork roast. It was in the fridge. We've eaten on it a couple times. Throw that in there, it'll be great. Some rice, some corn. This was a dish that had some butter and cream cheese and jalapenos that you bake. I know everybody's had that. A little bit left, I'm gonna throw that in there. I've got some cowboy candy. I don't know why I can't remember anything right now. I've got some black beans over in the sink that I'm draining. They were canned organic black beans. I'm gonna make a layer or 2 of those. And then I've got some amazing raw pepper jack cheese that's gonna go on top. And the piece de resistance, ta-da, is our enchilada sauce, the one we made, I don't know, a week or so ago in one of our videos. It makes everything amazing. So, I mean, I literally went in my refrigerator and said, what do I have that could be Mexican-ish food? I mean, corn and rice and beans and meat and salsa and tortillas. I mean, that's all, you know, what you have. So, I've got my little dish over here. I'm gonna put a layer of enchilada sauce on the bottom, just because I like to have that on the bottom. You can do this with, take your tortilla, layer the stuff in there, roll it up, and make enchiladas. I'm taking the lazy way out, and I'm just gonna do it this way. I've done it like this for a very long time. It's quicker. It tastes the same, so what difference does it make when you're talking about trying to get a fast, nutrient-dense meal on the table? I mean, this does it. Can you see what I got going on over here? So I'm just doing a layer of the tortillas. Now I think I'll do a layer of corn, and I am literally gonna take all these ingredients and just sprinkle them around. And when this bakes together, I mean, between the little bit of cream cheese in here and the salsa and the enchilada sauce, and then top it off with the cheese, yeah, doggy, it's gonna be good. All right, I think I'll do a little layer of some rice. So that's all my corn. That's all I had. It works out. It's a nice little layer. Throw a layer of rice in here. If I had anything green cooked in there, I mean, I've got some Brussels sprouts, but I'm not that weird, although it'd probably be good. If I had some kale or spinach or chard, any of that kind of stuff, I'd for sure put a layer of that, just because I'm all about some green stuff in my food. Okay, now how about, I hope I'm getting this in the video. I'm so busy talking and playing. Let me move this to the side. All right, can y'all see that? Is that better? Okay, so we're gonna put our braised beef. Ooh, how about a little chunk of gristle? Yuck, I don't want that in there. Get a little workout on the jawline. All right. I mean, I didn't even warm this stuff up. You could. I mean, you could warm it up, but what's the point? It's going in the oven. So I'm just going to do this. I mean, if you had ground beef, you could use the ground beef. That'd be great. Shrimp would be really good. I've even taken leftover pork chops and cut them really thin and put them in a bake like this. It works really good. You have a really good quality pork chop, and yeah, baby, that's good stuff. All right, so there's that. Now I think I'll grab my beans, and I'm probably making the most ginormous mess ever. So like I said, I just had a can of organic black beans. Do a little layer of those. We'll do 2 layers of that, so I'm just gonna split that up. Now, let me throw a little more enchilada sauce. I'm just using a 1/4 cup measure. So I put a 1/4 cup on the bottom, and then I'm just gonna do, about like that. That feels good. Now we'll take another layer of our tortillas. And I literally just opened the package. It had already been opened and some stuff had been used. So I was just like, I've got 5 tortillas in here. That sounds good. I'll do 5. I mean, no magic number, no anything. And just, this is all about getting your kitchen and just do some stuff. One thing about cooking foods from other cultures, whether it's Mexican or you're doing something Asian, a lot of times the ingredients we have handy will work. And you can just put something amazing together. Let's see, I'll do another thing of beans. Get the rest of my beans on here. Y'all, this is gonna be good stuff. And I think I'm gonna skip the cowboy candy inside and just do it when I serve it. So that way it'll be cold. So you have some cold, tangy cowboy candy along with the warm enchiladas. And so then this is our pork roast. And y'all know how I feel about pork. It's one of my favorite things on the planet. I mean, for real. I had cooked a pork roast, and I've made quesadillas out of them. Of course, we've eaten it just as a meal with vegetables, and it was amazing. And then now throwing it in here. I mean, you could do tacos. I mean, I just heat it up. This is that herbed pork roast recipe that I did a video, I don't know, whenever, a month or so ago. Everything's a month or so. But whenever I did that, back when. A little chunk of fat in there I didn't pick out very well. I'm going to put the googly stuff in there with the flavor and the taste. Yeah, baby. But golly, there's so much you can do. Just get creative. And here's the thing. If you make something and you don't like it, just don't ever make it again. You know, you're not going to... Everybody may not enjoy their one meal, but good golly, it's not the Last Supper and it's not the end of the world. And if you think about it, it's still nutrition. And what we should be after is nutrition. More so than how tickled are our taste buds. And don't get me wrong, I like my taste buds tickled. But if I make one meal that's like, meh, that's all right, just don't make it again. But you never know. You make a meal and it may be like, holy moly, that's the most amazing thing I've had in a very long time. Y'all, I'm going to be freaking chowing down on this. Okay, so I think from here I'll do another layer of my tortillas. And it's going to be a little bit thicker, which is fine. Pour the rest of my salsa on there. And I tell you what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put my salsa underneath. Talk about make it up as you go. Dog, y'all, this is going to be good. I'm going to kind of tuck that in there. And then we'll get our enchilada sauce all over the top. See, and with all this, the salsa and the enchilada sauce, it's going to be super... moist, and you know, you're not going to have anything dry. And then I will, off camera, because I know y'all know how to grate cheese and you don't need to watch me do that, I'm going to grate some cheese, put a nice thick layer of cheese on top of this, and then pop it in my oven in a little while, because I'm fixing to go outside and plant some new herbs I got. Yay, I can't wait. But I'll get the cheese all grated on this, and I'll have it ready when my husband gets home. We'll pop it in the oven on 350. I'm thinking 30, 40 minutes to make sure it just gets really warm and everything just comes together and gets gooey and ooey and yum. And then supper. And like I said, I'm probably just going to eat mine with a big pile of lettuce and avocado, skip the dressing. I might use a little bit of our ranch. Who knows? See what I feel like. Throw some of that cowboy candy on there so I have cold and crisp and spicy and creamy with the avocados, and then hot and gooey and cheesy and meaty and beany and yum. So, anywho, that's what I'm going to be doing, and that's going to be our supper. And see how easy that was? Cleaned out a bunch of leftovers, made a great thing. This will probably feed us twice, which is awesome. So, yay. I'll let y'all see when I get it out of the oven and pull it out and it's all good and gooey and yummy. See what that looks like. But that's it. Just be a little creative. Look in there. What do you have? Grab it and use it. Right now, I've got some roasted Brussels sprouts, some braised cabbage, some rutabaga, and some leftover honey thighs that I'll probably wind up cutting up the honey thighs, mixing all those veggies together, maybe make either some basmati rice, brown rice, maybe doing some rice noodles, I don't know, and make a little Asian sauce on it and throw that together as a little stir fry. It's different, super tasty, uses up a bunch of vegetables and a bunch of leftovers in the fridge. Yay, it's all good. So get creative. Don't throw food away. Never, ever, ever throw food away. When I was little, the line you always heard was, there are starving children in China. We don't hear that anymore, but there's starving children right here in this country, right here in this parish. Don't throw food away. Even if it's small amounts, keep it. Freeze it. I'm the world's worst, or the world's best, however you want to look at it, of taking little, like 1 or 2 servings of vegetables and dumping them in a bag, sticking them in the freezer, and in the winter, making a big veggie soup. Get some bone broth, dump it in there. It's all cooked. You got some leftover chicken or roast or something, dump it in there. Bam. Super fast, tasty, nutrient dense, there's your key, meal. Just put together super fast. And you didn't waste anything. You didn't throw stuff in the trash. You didn't let something sit in your refrigerator till it got fur and then went and threw it in the trash. Or even worse than that, get finished with supper and go, I don't want these leftovers, and throw them in the trash. Oh my gosh, don't do that. Okay, I think I've been on the soapbox long enough, so I'll stop. But, like I said, we'll come back quick, show y'all what this looks like, and we'll have an awesome supper. Stay tuned. Oh my goodness, there it is, just out of the oven. It smells unbelievable. I'm going to pause this and put it down because I can't serve this and wipe the drool off my mouth and hold the phone all at the same time. So hang on just a second. Oh my word. I think I put a little too much salsa in it, so it's a little bit runnier than I wanted it to be, but you know, whatever. Look at that. Doesn't that look amazing? So there you go. That's it. That's all there is to it. Leftovers reimagined into an enchilada bake. This is going to be tasty. I got some avocado, some lime, some microgreens. I'm going to put lettuce with mine. I'm weird. I like that. I think that's about it. Oh, some salsa and some fermented jalapeno sauce and fermented sriracha sauce. It's going to be awesome. So y'all give it a shot. Like it, love it, hug it, clap it, all the stuff. Y'all try this. Let me know what you think. Just pull your leftovers out and get busy. Have a good one.